Do you know what's most dangerous in breaking up with a narcissist? Not the pain, not the tears, but that my body, psyche, and hormones will beg me to return, even when my mind screams, run. Today, I'll tell you how to break this invisible chain. In any relationship, healthy or toxic, we start depending on each other. That's normal. A close person gives emotions, support, attention, safety, meets important needs. But here it's about the degree of this dependency. Narcissists and other toxic people create with their partners not just attachment, they form real addiction. Breaking such a connection feels like complete catastrophe. Meanwhile, narcissists themselves handle breakups easier. Though for covert narcissists, it can also become catastrophe. People with violent behavior, not only narcissists, can suffer after breakup as much as their victims. They feel loss of meaning, loneliness, hysteria. In that state, they complicate emotional separation, stalk, say they're lost without me, swear eternal love, promise complete relationship overhaul. Usually, nothing changes, but in that moment, they're sincere, more often sincere than not. Important: toxic violent behavior is characteristic of both men and women. When I exit such relationships, important to understand. Dependency arises on 3 levels: physical, psychological, and hormonal. The process of breaking emotional connection isn't quick or simple. Some things I'll just have to endure, suffer through until physiology normalizes. Psychologically, I can ease this period, simplify, speed it up. But possibilities aren't unlimited. To separate easier, need to know what exactly hooks me in these relationships. Beyond inevitable emotional ties, for each person, it can be something their own. But most often boils down to such psychological factors. Fear of loneliness. I might think I'll never meet anyone again, that my life is over. No more love, that I'm not needed by anyone, no one will choose me. Maybe parents repeated, "Who needs you like that?" Or, "Better endure than be alone." Or in childhood, I sat in room waiting for parents to return, and they kept not coming. Even such simple childhood scenes can lead to never wanting to feel that again, even if now I'm fully capable of occupying myself independently. Not everyone is affected by such scenes, but certain percentage of children, yes, and it imprints for life. Essentially, traumatization, loss of meaning. Might seem not too scary, just live and live. What meanings? But it's not that simple. The relationships themselves, the partner can give meaning to my life. Important. It might be unobvious at first glance, but very hard to bear when lost. In some cases, my right to life, meaning normal, calm, safe living, doing something for myself, engaging in self, rejoicing, being proud, is permission. I must get it. And here, from toxic partner. Without his permission, I can't allow full life for myself. Idea of living for self without permission might not work. Trouble. This permission I must get from myself. Better do it with psychologist. It's not easy. Fear of breakup itself, possible breakup, scares me so much I physically can't leave. Take first step to other life. Don't listen to those trying instill confidence with words like, pull yourself together, wimp. Makes only worse. Such fear can be so strong that any attempts to break relationship feel like leap into abyss. Can be linked to past traumatizing breakups or witnessing painful splits in close ones. In such situations, important acknowledge feelings. Understand breakup fear is normal. Work with psychologists to gradually lower anxiety level and learn see positive sides of independent life. Key here, leaving moment. If something stops and turns me back, means something sits very deep. Fear of being bad, strong fear, very strong, because in one moment changes person's relation to self. If before I thought myself good, now get irrefutable proof I'm bad. Being bad usually means rejected, and no love, attention, care. That whole mix many lacked in childhood can be from parental family. For example, very similar to usual parent manipulations with children. Understand many parents manipulate children with unpleasant feelings, shame, scare of orphanage. Doesn't affect some, probably even most, but traumatizes significant minority. Can say, scared me in childhood, but I don't have that. Yes, I don't, but someone does. Different psyche. In this situation, these feelings amplified by narcissist or other toxic person saying, if you leave, typical betrayal. And this truth distortion easily believed because somewhere, subconscious, I think same. Still don't forget, good person usually implies convenient person. Such distortion common in good people. All this needs analyze, work through, rework. Pity for him? I might pity him. He won't cope? I'm necessary. He'll suffer terribly while I joyfully build new beautiful life. Maybe I won't build it at all. But whatever life I have, maybe not beautiful at all, still might seem his all bad, need pity, help, return. Usually at base this feeling. Inner need, feel needed and important. Want mission, do what's should. Bit about meanings too. Elevated meaning appears in my life, only then feel significant figure. Narcissism? Nothing to say, and this too needs specialist. Alone quite hard. Main rule, no contact. When I leave, main rule, formalize further communication. Better, its absence. No contact. Always important, remember. This possibly main way, ease narcissist breakup. Delete his phone number. Block on social media. Avoid places where we might meet. This lets start emotional healing process without constant past reminders. Don't try stay friends. Possible after some time. But if feel my breakup very heavy, give time. Later, maybe unblock, meet, be friends. But better give self-rehabilitation time. Understand doesn't apply when shared kids. Have to see. But remember, parted because couldn't be kind friends each other. After first emotional high period passes, when all fly on love wings, one part normal long-term relationships. We're friends besides everything. Pretending all good, no sense. Takes much energy. Communicate only when necessary, remembering it's just person with shared business. Act as if dealing with complete stranger. Again, breakups vary. If mine passed fairly easy, can maintain some contacts. Depends on situation. But if all bad, tears me inside. Better no contact. Believe what you saw. Controlled me. Humiliated. Jealous. Possibly without reason. All real. Didn't seem. My relationships. Exactly what I start seeing in them. Violent and dangerous for me. Unlikely changes. Sometimes I can't believe. And sure, can secretly hope partner changes. Might. But self-change, huge rarity. For narcissists, especially hard task, usually unsolvable anyway. But decide me. Chase tiny chances or not? My life. Grieve your way. If right now overwhelming experiences, guilt, shame, fears, want cry, all unbearably awful. Not necessary suffer right now, fully? Yes, any breakup needs mourning. That's how we live grief. But nowhere written what size, when start, how long continue. In other words, can give self permission, somewhat choose how exactly do it. Some people deliberately amplify experiences, especially thinking necessary. Suffer in my own tempo, my rhythm. Live through, experience. No need amplify self. If I do, usually about self-punishment. If I suffer so terribly, punish self more, stay good person. That motive possible, but need sort nuances, see case by case. Still possible I don't suffer at all. Quite possible, in these relationships, already suffered all, coals cooled. Then just waited technical convenient moment to part. And it came. Then no need experience. Support circle, my insurance. If my breakup goes not too well, experience very strong feelings, want return. Be in state where no healthy decisions made. Feelings can capture me. So if very hard, just call people who support me. Give feedback, possibly hold from return. Be careful with feelings. When bad and lose control, feelings take over. Decide for me. Most likely, count shortest way, relieve tension. Return me back. Where at least clear, uncertainty drops. Anxiety reduces immediately. Situationally. Later might worse, but right now need save me. Feelings might think. So if suddenly seems all wasn't so awful, try use reason. In such situation, feelings can hijack. So legs carry back themselves, force call, apologize, write tearful letters. Sorry, I wrong, take back. When hard resist return urge, again call people who support me. For people survived narcissistic violence, not necessarily narcissistic, communication with those past similar trials, very helpful. Switch to something important, or at least comparable to what was in my relationships. Maybe more care for kids. Maybe find self in volunteer work. Why not? Try find meaningful activity. Something important for me resonates. Give enough attention to hold until return urge weakens. Worth mention, sooner or later, return urge decreases. Will decrease anyway, and possible one day feel nothing at all. Thank you for watching to the end. I hope you liked it. Please like, subscribe, and be sure to leave a comment whether this topic was useful to you and what topic to cover for you next. Thank you.